Hello, today I want to go over a strategy for getting the Consulate of the Sea achievement, playing as Aragon. And I've already got the achievement, so I'm not playing it in Iron Man mode. But basically, as long as you get off to a good start, this achievement's actually surprisingly easy to get as far as achievements go. At the time of recording this, it looks like only 0.3% of players have gotten it. But basically, I'm about a year and a half into the game. I focused on admin points because I'm going to declare a no CB war against the Ottomans and lose some stability, and then also there's going to be a lot of unrest when I take these provinces over here. And I did hire a stability cost modifier advisor. He's kind of pricey, but I went ahead and didn't use a military advisor. I'm hopefully going to win this war without fighting any battles. Diplomatically, I went ahead and allied France just in case the Ottomans later decide to ally France. I want to prevent that alliance from ever happening. I should be safe. France is probably going to fight against England, but there's not really much England can do. Unfortunately, the Pope also excommunicated France, so hopefully I don't get pulled into any nasty wars. And somehow as Aragon, I was also able to ally Castile. That almost never happens. But when I played through this before, I did notice that when the Iberian wedding event happens, Aragon actually leads over Castile. So that's something to keep in mind if you play this way. You can actually end up with Castile and Naples both as subjects under you. So basically, I trained up my navy, got some more transport ships. I'm going to make sure that my navy is powerful enough to control this strait. Because as long as my navy's in a strait and I control one side of the strait, the Ottomans can't cross. So I want them to be in a war in Europe, which they are. And my navy should be able to keep their armies in Europe the entire time. The only thing that could go wrong is if they attacked Byzantium and actually sieged it down before I could siege down Consulate. So let's hope that doesn't happen, but if it does, since this happens in the beginning of the campaign, then it's no big deal, you just restart. And when I attack the Ottomans, I need to make sure I don't accidentally select the Humiliate Rival CB, because then I can't take any provinces. So I'm going to do the no Casus Belli. It's okay, I don't need Castile or France to help me. I'm going to lose 2 stability, but that's okay. I've got the stability cost modifier with my advisor. So here we go. And we just need to win this first battle. There we go. And I'm going to very quickly get my troops into Biga. And I'm really hoping that the Ottomans have all their armies in Europe. I'm going to go ahead and start sieging down. I'm going to start sieging down Consulate. I'm also building a spy network in Byzantium. Oh boy. Well, that's annoying. I already have -1 stability. Okay, doesn't matter. Let's make sure they're not over here. Okay. So as long as the Ottomans are in a war in Europe, they should have everyone in here. And at this point, as long as this navy doesn't get destroyed, I should be able to prevent anyone from crossing. So it's basically just a matter of sieging everyone down. And once I have these forts sieged down, I should have enough war score to take all 3 of these provinces in a peace deal. I'm also building a spy network in Byzantium because as soon as I wrap up this war, I want to fabricate on Constantinople and attack them. But first things first, let us... Oh boy, this looks good. Good thing I have a lot of money. Yep, let's fund the manuscripts. I'm going to try and take the center of trade right here. I should get some income as long as I have it occupied. And whatever you do, when you're doing this, do not move your navy out of here. Because the second you move your navy out of here, the whole Ottoman army is going to come descending down on you. So you can see they're actually stuck over here. And they haven't built up their navy enough yet to actually bring their main armies over. Wow. We're just losing all the stability, aren't we? Okay. I wonder if we can get our prestige up from winning this war. Well, let's just take this. This will be easy. I'm beginning to wish I had taken the prestige mission. Let's speed this up a little bit. There we go. Let's siege down Ankara. And as you can see, my war score is already accumulating here. I don't know if it's enough to take a province yet. Oh, I have no diplomats. Let's leave them there. I want to build up my spy network because that will shorten the amount of time it takes to go through these siege rolls. You know, let's just make sure they did rival. Yep, okay. Oh, and it looks like they are sieging me as well. I haven't seen them make an amphibious landing before. They don't seem to be making any siege progress. And let's see if we can get some of this loot. Okay. One thing I've noticed with Aragon is your general and your rival that you start off with will just randomly disappear, and this happens no matter how many times they play as Aragon. You don't seem to get an event that fires for it that says that your leader has departed or anything like that. It just sort of happens. Wow. Keep getting events to lower stability. Let's see how much war score we have. We'll bring him home temporarily. Another good thing about taking either Huda Vendiger or Kosiali is even if the Ottomans do get Constantinople, they won't get the event that fires to give it a whole bunch of extra development. Because they need to own every adjacent province in order to do that. Oh, this is nice. So, pretty soon here, we should be able to... We're at minus 20. Once we take Ankara, that should bump our war score up enough too. There we go. We're at minus 7. Okay, it's just a matter of waiting a few more months and continuing to siege. We'll just carpet siege. Okay. We can get it now, just barely. So I'm going to go ahead and take these 3 provinces. Even though I only need Huda Vendigar for the achievement, if I take these other 3 provinces, as long as I have naval superiority from now on, since I'll start off any war already owning these provinces, then that will prevent the Ottomans from crossing. And they won't be able to ally France because I allied France first, and France is unlikely to ally someone who I've rivaled. So I'm going to start moving my troops back into here. I might murk up a little bit, because the instability here is going to be, the unrest is going to be pretty bad. Wonder if I can just get a little bit more. Yeah. So I'm going to take this. And now I have a Mediterranean center of trade. So now, as soon as my spy network is back up to 20, I'm going to immediately fabricate on Constantinople. Oh, that's not good. I think I should be okay on the coalition. Oh, the Mamluks just barely. Perhaps I could have waited until 1450 to send the peace deal. I don't think my coalition would have gone up to 50 with them, and they wouldn't have gotten in the coalition. So that's something else to keep in mind. Before you send the peace deal, look at the coalition, and if any coalition's going to form, just maybe sit on those provinces another year or 2 before sending peace. So now I'm going to quickly fabricate on Constantinople and attack them the first of the month, because I'm hoping they don't have their maintenance up. And they're not at war with anyone. So when I attack Constantinople, this could go one of 2 ways. Either I can vassalize them outright, or what's more likely going to happen is either the Ottomans or Venice will attack them. And I don't want to vassalize them, because then I'm at war with one of them, unless I'm feeling extremely confident. So what I would do is just take the province, let Constantinople get completely wiped off the map, and rather than try and core this really expensive province, just release them as a vassal and wait a few years, because you're going to be dealing with a lot of unrest and not very high religious unity. So let's just go ahead and do this real quick. And yeah, their maintenance isn't up all the way. So if I can get there by May 1st, there we go. Stack wiped. And this time I don't have to worry about a larger army coming over, so I'm just going to move my troops. And like I said, I can either just take the province and vassalize them, or just vassalize them entirely, or if they're already fighting, which that's Naples. If someone like Venice ends up attacking them, then I would just take the one province, wait until there's no more Byzantium on the map, and then release them as a vassal. And then from there, your other centers of trade, just kind of take them whenever the opportunity comes up. You should be able to get the achievement in the first 100 years of the game. Preferably take Alexandria before the Ottomans get down there. But it looks like the Ottomans are really not doing well. We're not giving them access. I wonder if they can move their troops. Yeah, they've got a navy now. What I've noticed the Ottomans will do, once they've lost the first war, they'll try to find some big ally in Europe, and then they'll try to build up a huge navy to be able to ferry their troops around in order to get around this crossing issue that they have. So that's another thing to keep in mind. But once you've got these 2 centers of trade, you should be off to a really good start. So I think I'll wrap up the video here.